Back in 1993, when Beavis and Butthead was still new on TV, the show was being tarred and feathered in controversy. And one controversy you may or may not remember happened in the summer of 1993 when the mother of a 5-year-old boy from Ohio started a fire that killed his younger sister and blamed the MTV cartoon Beavis and Butthead for promoting burning as fun. The fire chief in Dayton, Ohio, Harold Sigler, who was interviewed by the New York Times, said the following: "When you take a child in the formative years and you get these cartoon characters saying it's fun to play with fire, this is going to stick in that kid's mind and it's going to be with him for a long time." Now, for those who don't know the show very well, Beavis and Butthead is a program where two teenage cartoon characters who are into hard rock and metal comment on music videos and spend time getting into mischief, including burning things. And the fire chief told the New York Times that the 5-year-old boy named Austin Messner watched a segment of the show where the character said fire was fun, and according to his mother, right afterwards, she caught him playing with matches. And the boy's mother, Darcy Burke, was so concerned about her son that she took the boy's bedroom door off the hinges so that she could watch him more closely, the fire chief claimed. Now, firefighters were eventually called to the Ohio residence on Wednesday after the boy set his bed on fire with a cigarette lighter. Austin, his mother, and her boyfriend Steve Sears managed to escape, but the boy's 2-year-old sister, Jessica Matthews, died in the fire. And Carol Robinson, who was a spokeswoman for MTV, said the station would, as she put it, re-examine issues regarding Beavis and Butthead in the aftermath of the death, saying, "We're not aware of all the facts, but obviously this event was a terrible tragedy. Responsibly programming MTV has always been and will continue to be our top priority." Now, the same year, a different fire chief in a western Ohio town named Sydney blamed the cartoon for a fire that 3 girls started after watching the program. At that time, Chief Stan Crosley of the Sydney Fire Department said a Beavis and Butthead episode showed a character setting fire to the other's hair by using a match to ignite spray from an aerosol can. He said the children used a technique to set clothing on fire in a bedroom, damaging the house, saying the children admitted they saw it on TV and thought they could do it too. So what episode inspired the kid to set his trailer on fire? Well, this was the first episode of the 3rd season of the show titled Comedians. And the episode saw Beavis and Butthead sitting watching television when they see a commercial for a documentary about a stand-up comedian who lives a pretty affluent life from the money he's made from his career. Butthead wants to go to the comedy club to become a stand-up chameleons, as he put it, while Beavis wants to go burn things at Stewart's house. If you guys remember, he's the kid who wore the winger shirt, which I talked about in an earlier episode. As expected, their acts go terribly wrong, but there was an act before them who used fire on stage, and Beavis attempts to juggle burning newspapers but ends up burning down the comedy club. And in their typical humor, they laugh at how cool and awesome the fire was. Cue parental outrage and finger pointing at the show, and MTV responds to the controversy. So about a week after the incident happened, MTV decided to move the show to 10:30 p.m. instead of 7 o'clock p.m., and also decided to delete any fire references on their network show. They eventually would take the episode off the air. So that does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If you guys want to go support my channel, go check out some more videos from my channel in the description box down below. I've done a couple episodes about Beavis and Butthead, most notably how they ruined Winger's career and how they helped save Rob Zombie's band White Zombie from basically being written off as just another band in history. So go check that out. And as always, guys, if you have suggestions for episodes you'd like to see me cover, shoot me an email at gnrcentralnews@gmail.com. Take care.